Rather than sitting and watching a stock the entire day, alerts are an incredibly simple way to notify us automatically if a certain condition is met. So today we're going to learn the 3 different methods on how to create a brand new alert within TradingView and a few different ways to customize them. I've also put my link down below if you'd like to give the TradingView charts a try, and using that link will give you a completely free 30-day trial on any of their paid plans. Now, jumping right into it, within TradingView, there are essentially 3 main methods on how to create a brand new alert. You could do so either by coming up here to the alerts icon right above the chart and simply clicking on that icon. You could also do so by coming down to the chart itself and simply right-clicking anywhere, and then within that menu, coming down and once again clicking on the Add Alert icon. Now, besides those 2 methods, the third and final way to do this is by coming over here to the far right-hand side panel and opening up the Alerts menu. That little menu that opens up on the left-hand side is not only going to allow us to create brand new alerts using either the Alerts icon up here at the top or by hitting Create Alert down here at the bottom, but it also happens to be where we would come to see all of our active or triggered alerts. Essentially where we could come to see all of the active alerts we already set, and also where we could come to edit them or cancel them if we needed to. Now in our case, you can see that these boxes are completely blank, so I don't actually have any working or active alerts right now. But if I wanted to create a brand new one, let's go ahead and first begin by hitting Create Alert. You'll then see over here on the left-hand side, a little alerts menu opens up, and this is going to be the exact same menu that opens if you were to click on any of those other alert icons we just talked about. This menu is then going to allow us to specify exactly when we want to be alerted and then how we want to be alerted. So do we want to be alerted if the stock price itself goes above or below a certain level? Do we want to be notified if a certain study condition is met? And then when those things happen, how do we want to be notified? Do we want to just be notified in the actual TradingView charts itself, like with a little pop-up window? Do we want to get an email? How do we want to be notified? Now don't worry, we're going to go through all of that step by step, and let's first begin by creating a very simple pricing alert. Essentially saying if the underlying stock price goes above or below a certain level, that's when I want to be notified. So to do that, we'll go ahead and start at the top and work our way down. And in this case, the very first thing we're specifying is that we want to be notified if Google's stock price goes above or below a certain level. Now, right below Google, or GOOG, it is specifying if it goes above or below, because it's saying crossing. It doesn't matter if it crosses above that level or below that level, we want to be notified. Now, if I were to click on that, I could specify I only want to be alerted if it goes above the level, or I only want to be alerted if it goes below a certain level. Now you can see there are a lot of other conditions besides just those 3, but for right now, we'll go ahead and leave it as crossing for right now. Now finally, right below that, I can then specify the exact price at which I want to be alerted. In this case, I'm currently saying if Google goes above or below $101.53, I want to be notified. For right now, we're going to adjust that to, let's say, $100 even. I want to be notified if it ever goes above or below $100 a share. Now, right after that, I could then specify if I want this alert to only work a single time. If Google goes below 100, I want it to trigger and then be done. Or if I want it to go out every single time it were to happen. In our case today, I only want it to work a single time. I only want to be alerted once if Google were to cross that price. And then right below that, I could specify how long I want this alert good for. In this case, I'm saying I want it good for a month. I want it good until November 18th. If I were to come over here to the calendar, I could extend that date if I wanted to, but you'll notice I can't extend it anything further out than it looks like December 17th. And that's because I'm on the Pro Plus plan. So the Pro Plus only allows us to go out 60 days, but if I had the Premium plan, I could actually use open-ended, which means I want this alert good forever. But since I don't have the premium plan, let me just come back up here and I'll make this alert good for about 2 months in time. Now that that's done, the only thing I need to specify next is how I want to be alerted. In this case, I'm currently saying I want to get a little pop-up on my TradingView chart, and I also want to get an email as well. Since that looks good and I'm happy with it, I'll just come down here below and hit the Create button. We can then see the alert has been created, and I can actually see it over here in my alerts menu right here. So it's saying if Google ever crosses above or below 100, I want to be notified. Now you might also notice that while my mouse is hovered over it, over here on the right-hand side are a couple different icons. And this is where we can actually come to either edit that working alert or cancel it, or even just pause it for a time. Now, starting with the first one, this little pause icon, this is how we can stop the alert. So if we didn't want it to work for a certain duration, we can just hit pause. And then if we wanted to activate it again, we would just hit the play button once again. If we instead wanted to edit that working alert in some way, like maybe I wanted to adjust the price in some way, that's what this little gear icon's for. And then the X button kind of speaks for itself. This is how you can cancel the alert. We could also do that by simply right-clicking on the alert itself, and you'll actually notice those exact same options right down here below. Stop, edit, or remove. Now below that, you'll also notice a few others like restart all, stop all, remove all, and that applies to all of the alerts if we had more than one. So if you wanted to pause all your alerts, you wanted to cancel all of your alerts, that's where we could do it, simply by right-clicking on one of them, and then we'll find this little menu down at the bottom. Now in our case, let's just say we wanted to edit this alert slightly. I would come up here to edit. We could then see the exact same menu appears as before over here on the left. And let's say I wanted to bump up the price a little bit up to 101. So now that I've got that adjusted, we'll just come down here and hit save. And now looking over here on the right in our little alerts menu, we can see the alert has been adjusted. But that's an example of a very simple pricing alert. What we can also do is create alerts based off studies. Down here below on my chart, I currently have an RSI study, which is the relative strength index. What we can do within TradingView is actually specify I want to be alerted if a certain study condition is met. So in this example, I could actually say, hey, if RSI ever crosses below 30, I want to be notified. Now to do that, you will have to have the study on the chart itself. So you'll have to add the study that you want to use. And then once you have it added, we could simply right-click anywhere on the chart and then hit Add Alert. You'll see at the moment it looks exactly like the menu that we saw before, and as of right now it is. But in order to change it over to RSI, we need to come up here to the very top of the little alerts menu and click right here where it says Google. Down below in that menu, you'll actually see besides Google itself, we also have the study that we have on our chart, so the RSI, and we're going to go ahead and click on that. Once we click on that, we'll actually see another little menu appears over here on the right, and that currently says RSI, which is exactly what we're going to use, but if you click on that, you'll actually see we don't have to use the RSI itself. We don't have to use the purple line at the moment. We could use the moving average of the RSI. We could use the upper Bollinger Band. We could use the lower Bollinger. But for me in this case, I do want to use the RSI, so I'm going to come back up here to RSI. I'm then going to come down here below where it says crossing, and I could leave this be, but in my case, I'm going to flip that over to crosses down. Basically, I'm saying if it crosses below the 30 line, or at least that's what I'm about to specify. And now right here below where it currently says value, we could flip that over and say if it crosses below, let's say the RSI moving average, we could do that. But I actually want to leave it set as the value, because I'm going to say if the RSI crosses below 30, which is a value. So since that is set, we've got the value condition in here. The only thing I have to do next is flip this over from 101, because that's the stock price, and flip this over to 30. Just like before, we could specify if we only want to be alerted once, or once per bar, or once per bar close, or once per minute. Now in my case, I'm going to leave it set as only once, but if you wanted this alert to kind of reactivate to keep going indefinitely, you could use one of these other three options if you wanted to. But now that that is done and I'm happy with it, and I'm saying essentially that if RSI ever crosses below 30, I want to be alerted, I'm just going to come down here and hit create. Now we can see the alert is working, and we can see it over here in our alerts menu. What I'm essentially saying is if we come back over here to the RSI study, is if this purple line ever crosses below 30, I want to be alerted. But hopefully you all end up finding these alerts helpful in your trading and now feel at least a little bit more comfortable on how to create them yourself. I know the study alerts can be a little bit confusing, but once you do it a few times, you will get the hang of it. Also, just as a reminder, if you want to give any of those pro plans a try completely free for 30 days, go ahead and use my link down below. And in the meantime, I think you might find this next video helpful as well. So go ahead and check it out. But that's it for now. I hope to see you all on the next one.